So for this week's tip of the week, we're gonna go over Swiss ball, stir the pots. I program this movement relatively frequently for a lot of my clients, whether they like it or not. The majority of the time, people struggle with the movement, not because it is inherently challenging. It's because it is hard, yes, but there's a lot that is required from a positioning standpoint that a lot of people just kind of struggle with whenever they're actually trying to do the movement in practice. And it's really hard to fill your body in space whenever you start to lose positioning and it starts to kind of like fall through there. So a couple of really big things that you need to worry about whenever you're doing Swiss ball, stir the pots, is what your shoulder blades are doing and what your hips are doing. So those two things are going to control everything that goes into the actual movement and the performance output of the movement. So we want our shoulder blades to be protracted and pushed apart. We want our hips to be elevated, and we want our torso, our trunk, to be parallel with the floor at all times. If you can maintain that position, you're going to be in a good place. The actual stirs, the little circles that we're going to be making here, need to be small. So a lot of times I'll see people, they're doing these massive circles whenever they're trying to do the stir the pot movement, and they wonder why like they can never get it down. It's because it doesn't need to be that hard. It doesn't need to be that challenging. What has to happen here is you're basically just trying to change your position and resist that change to the rest of your body. That's all that's happening here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start in a bad position, and then I'm going to move myself into proper positioning, and then we'll go through what the movement actually looks like. So, forearms on the ball. I always like to keep my hands together as well. So, this is a bad position. But now I'm gonna push myself up into a proper position. So here, so shoulder blades are pushed apart, hips are high. Now, small circles. So it's pretty unavoidable that you're going to be shaking like a leaf during the whole movement. That's part of what we're actually trying to accomplish here though. We're trying to challenge our stability. We're trying to make our body work as a unit to resist any other force changes here. So again, protracting those shoulder blades. Whenever we're doing this, we don't want to be jammed up here. We want to be pushed apart. We want to reach through our shoulder blades. We want our hips to be elevated, our torso to be parallel. If you can do that, think of it like a plank, right? You can do that, you're gonna be able to get a lot more out of the movement. And again, clockwise, counterclockwise, small circles, you're good to go there.